And then I can't I can't begin to tell you how many people, when you survive an eating disorder, will call you fat all the time. Like, yes, I gained weight because I am a survivor of something else that could have killed me. I could have died by all of the suicide attempts that I tried, because I tried to attempt suicide a lot. I could have died by the abuse that I suffered. Many other things that fucking happened to me, including being sex trafficked and exploited by grown men in my family and outside of my family. But my eating disorder was also a threat to my life. So now, years later, when I started recovering from my eating disorder, and like my best friend knows, because she met me when I was 25 years old. She met me when I was still struggling with my eating disorder. And now that I'm no longer struggling with an eating disorder and I survived that too, people are making comments saying that I'm too fat, that I'm not taking care of myself because they saw how much weight that I've gained. And it's like, you can't win. If you're too skinny, then people are talking about you, saying that you're too skinny. If you gain too much weight, then people are complaining about that and saying that they don't think that you're taking very good care of yourself because you're gaining too much weight, not knowing that you had an eating disorder that could have killed you and could have claimed my life a long time ago. I'm not understanding. It's just people, again, excuse my voice. I've been sick with a cold, getting over a cold the past couple days, so my voice hopefully will go back to completely normal. People have constantly complained about my weight and my looks since I was just a little girl, just a little black girl, just wanting to be human and wanting to have friends. And I never had friends growing up as a child. I was the one sitting alone at lunch, eating by myself. I was the one alone at recess, crying my eyes out because no kids wanted to play with me because of the way that I looked. And now that I've gained a significant amount of weight, even as an adult, some people act the same way because I've gained too much weight to be attractive as well. Not only do my other physical features not seem attractive enough or not seem sexy enough, people are complaining like, oh, she let herself go completely. She's gained all this weight. She looks fat now and she's gross, and like that type of shit. It's like, I was one of those people that felt like no matter what size or weight that I was at, people would just never they would always be complaining. They would always have something negative to say, because a lot of people have always, because I have a big nose, or people would complain about other facial features, or they would complain that I don't, about my 4C hair. My hair doesn't grow fast enough. So to them, they thought that I looked like a boy. I was too masculine to be feminine. And that would hurt me so fucking bad. It still hurts me when people say it to me as an adult. And people would say things about like my legs. Ugh, look at her legs. Look at her feet. So many other features about my body, and making me feel like I needed plastic surgery in the past, or I needed to get work done. I used to beg. And when I say beg, I would get on my knees crying and begging my adoptive parents, who were abusive assholes, for plastic surgery money, and that I wouldn't ask them for anything else. But of course they said no. Of course they said no, like fuck no. They didn't care that I was being bullied at school. They told me they didn't give a fuck. My adoptive mom and my adoptive dad said that if you're getting bullied and you commit suicide, that's on you. They literally said those words verbatim. I can quote them saying, if you kill yourself, that's on you. So not only did they deny my request for plastic surgery, they also said those very harsh words about me being bullied at school. Yet, could they have actually been there for me emotionally? Yes, but they chose not to be. I was looking for the easy way out. I thought if I got plastic surgery, even at that very young age, as a middle school girl, as a sixth grader, because I was in the sixth grade when I started thinking about plastic surgery. As disturbing as that may sound, yes, I was a little sixth grade girl whining and complaining that I didn't have money for plastic surgery. That should tell you all you need to know about my upbringing and how I was fucking treated by people at my school and even by people in my own household where I lived as a child, just try in constant survival mode because my parents weren't there for me, my older siblings weren't there for me. I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. I was being made to feel like I was nobody. So when I would beg them every single day, it would always be this conversation of like how I would never ask them for anything else ever again, that I just wanted this money for plastic surgery. Could they have been there to talk to me, to counsel me somehow? Yeah, but they didn't do that. They would just start arguments. There would be constant drama, constant screaming. You know, my parents treated each other like shit. It wasn't just me. You know, it was the abuse that my parents would put each other through. And it was just this constant toxic cycle in the household. And it was constantly toxic outside of the household at school. So that's the environment that I grew up in, unfortunately. It wasn't all fucking rainbows and flowers that some people try to fucking assume because they think black people don't have fucking emotions and that nothing affects them. You know, and I actually hear some people fucking talking like that, so I don't want anybody trying to make me feel like I'm fucking crazy. Like, I actually have heard people who actually still believe that age-old theory that black people can't feel pain, black people can't get bullied, all these fucking stereotypes, these fucking bullshit theories. Because even if none of the stereotypes have ever been fucking true. When has it ever been fucking true that a black person can't get bullied? I'm living proof that a black person can get bullied to the point where they feel like they have to change so much about themselves in order to, you know, not necessarily be accepted by other people, but to have people leave them the fuck alone. Because that's what I wanted. I just wanted to be left the fuck alone. Honestly, by my family, by so many other people. I'm just like, leave me the fuck alone. Get the fuck away from me. Because I'm not truly religious. I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in any of that bullshit. Like, you can try to shove that down my throat all you want to. I think religion is toxic. I think people who think that the Bible is the way and the only way are toxic. And they're telling people that if you don't, like, the church is telling people that if you don't forgive people that have hurt you, that you're going to hell. What the fuck are you talking about? This is another one of many reasons why religion is toxic. If you're gonna fucking preach that just because you don't want to forgive somebody that hurt you really, really badly, that you're going to hell, I don't want anything to do with your religion. Because who the fuck says that? It's nasty. It's gross. Maybe I don't want to worship a God that has so much hatred in his heart for people who are different, especially black people, all of the shit that we've had to endure on earth. And then on top of it all, if we don't forgive people, even after all the trauma and all the torture that black people specifically have had to go through, we just have to forgive people instantly. Otherwise, we're going to hell. And he's threatening us with that. yeah, I can't get behind religion. I can't get behind staying. I can't. I'm ready to move to New York. I'm ready for a new life and to start all over again, because I really can't with so many things. But I just wanted to say, yeah, I've gained, I have gained a significant amount of weight. Like, this is my stomach. I have, fat folds or whatever. But when people see my body and they constantly make comments about my body and how ugly they think I am or how much weight they think that I've gained, you know what I mean? Like, people in the limelight, celebrities, I often catch them saying things where it just seems like they think they're the only ones that go through it, where people are constantly making comments about them. No. Having 1 million subscribers and 1 million fans, viewers, whatever, doesn't mean you're the only one going through it. I have people doing that with me constantly, especially how they treat Black people in areas where there aren't many Black people. The constant staring, the constant weird attention, like just bizarre behaviors from people who aren't used to seeing Black people in certain areas. Like, I go through it, and it's very fucking weird and uncomfortable. It's just, yeah, so that was more about being a survivor of an eating disorder and body dysmorphia and weight gain and just some of the things that I have dealt with over the years.